Hello, my name is Anna. Welcome to another English lesson. Welcome to your listening course. And just as usual, we start with some vocabulary. So, the first word is to swing. And how can I explain it to you? Let me just show it to you. So, this is swinging. Back and forth, up and down, back and forth, up and down. That's how it works. Let's move on. Keep an eye on. So when you keep an eye on something, it means that you look after somebody, that you spend time with them and the things like that, and you really take care of them, basically. That's how it is. Now, reply. Reply is the response to something. So, for example, there was a letter and you write reply to this letter. Or there was a question, or someone said something and you answer that question. You react to something that's said to you. You also say something, so you reply to them. Now, throat. So that's what you swallow with. Now, remark. So it's just when you say something pointing out some certain fact. Now, fond. So it's loving, and there's a phrase be fond of. So it means to love something. Then disperse. This is, for example, when there are when there's a crowd of people, and then they just go away. Everyone goes in a different direction, and so gradually they all disappear from that place. So they disperse. Now reread. Now it means to read one more time, to read again. Now farewell. So this is saying goodbye, and there's a last farewell. when you say goodbye and you don't know when you are going to see each other for the next time. And then there's a phrase, it ran as follows. So this is, for example, when a person gets a letter, you want to know what this letter is about, and so the recipient they read the letter, and then they can come to their friends and say, okay, I got the letter and it ran as follows. And then they just can read the letter out to them, maybe omitting some certain part or even not omitting anything. So so now you see how this phrase works. Now wharf. So that's where you can find ship or several of them. So trust. So this is when you know that the person is not going to betray you, and that you can tell them certain things, and that they are going to be worthy, and that they are going to be trustworthy, they are going to be reliable, and that you can really be with them and be confident that they will remain your friends, whatever, and they are really going to support you in some difficult situations. So life, this is the process of our existing. Now keep a secret. And so keep a secret means that you know something, but you do not tell this something to anyone else. Now, talking parrot. So this is the species of parrots that can be that have this ability of imitating human speech. That's how it goes. Then duck. 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 It's board of a ship. So it's this so territory where you can go, where you can walk while you are traveling, when you are sailing. Then safe and sound. alive, living, not dead, not faithful. So again, that's someone who can be trusted, someone trustworthy. Yours faithfully. So this is when you finish the letter, you put it like this. So it's an old thing, but we are in a very old story. So this is why there's just this phrase, yours faithfully. So it's used in letters when you write a letter, and then there's your there's your signature, and so before the signature you say yours faithfully, and that's what it is. And it expresses all your emotions and all your attitude towards the person you are writing the letter to. Now then, treasure. So treasure, this is something precious, usually. But a treasure can also be something different. A treasure can be something that you find somewhere, and that it's really valuable. So this is valuable and useful, and this is why it also can be called a treasure. But so it's also considered like it's precious, then it's called a treasure. So it's kind of a contradictory word and kind of a contradictory meaning. So this word has different meanings, although basically it's kind of mean only just one thing. But this thing can be looked at from different angles, and this can be understood in different senses. Then skin. So that's what cover animals. That skin. Skin covers animals' body. Then statuette. Statuette. So let me explain. So of course these are our actors, but basically what is it? It's a statuette, right? It's a statuette. But right now it's a girl. Right now it's our actor, and it's acting the part of Polly. And this is a statuette also. But right now this is an actor, and it's acting the part of Lily. Now, keepsake. So this is a souvenir that you give to a person so that this person remembers you or remembers some certain events or remembers just about something. So this is a keepsake. So this is something. Of course, it can also be of some use. It can have some practical use, or maybe it's a book or textbook or student's book. So something you can, for example, learn from. But it can also be just a souvenir with no practical use, just for this memory. Then paint. So this is the process of making pictures with brush and with different kinds of paints. And painted means that it's so the paint and the brush was used to decorate something or to make it look in a certain way. So like this. So this is today's vocabulary. Now let's move forward and proceed with our story. The engine roared and the lorry swung forward. Mr. Dale put his right hand out of the cab window. "Goodbye, Lily. Keep an eye on the carrot," Mr. Dale cried, waving his right hand to the girl. But Lily could not say a word in reply. There was a lump in her throat. She stood motionless, with her eyes full of tears. "Look, Tom, the girl is almost in hysterics," Mrs. Dale remarked. "I didn't even suspect that she was so fond of you, Tom." "Well, what do you expect? The girl grew up without children. She's a part of our family, isn't she? No wonder she takes the parting so much to heart," Mrs. Dale said. When the lorry was out of sight and the crowd dispersed, Lily took a letter out of her pocket and reread it for the third time. It was a last farewell from Jimmy the Carrot to Miss Lillian Christian. It ran as follows: "My dear little friend, when you read this letter, I'll be driving to the wharf, sitting in the back of my father's lorry under the green tarpaulin. You may be sure I'll be there. I can trust you, as I've never trusted anybody in my life. I know you'll keep my secret. Give Sam all the books that we hid under Rumbo's kennel, and tell him I'll remember him forever, and will bring him a talking parrot. Tomorrow, when you come home from school, your carrot will be sailing on the deck of a big ship, and then you may go to my mother and tell her that her son Jimmy Dale is safe and sound as well as his faithful Rumbo. Tell mother that I'll bring her the finest ostrich feathers from Africa. I'll bring a little elephant for Polly. As for you, my powerful friend, I'll bring all the treasures of the Sahara Desert and the largest lion skin, and I'll kill the lion myself. But now I'll give you this little statuette as a keepsake. Remember me to all the boys. I remain yours faithfully, Jimmy the Carrot. I've known all the time who got that job for my father. I saw you come out of Mr. Trant's office with the letter in your hand. Thank you with all my heart. Lily took the statuette out of her pocket. It was a painted statuette of a small 4-year-old boy in dark blue trousers and a green shirt. The statuette had red hair, red ears, red cheeks, and a red nose as small as a button. Its eyes were as blue as the sky. Jimmy had made the statuette with his pocket knife out of a small piece of wood and had painted it himself. Lily sighed. It was all that Jimmy the Carrot had left to his little friend. This is it. That's the story about our friends. And so now, what do you think about them now? And what do you think about the whole story? What do you think about the whole story? Tell me, let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you in the next lesson. Good luck to you.